Hi, friends. Today we're going to be talking about math. So before we get started, I want you to make sure that you have a pencil and a piece of paper that you can use for our math work today. So if you need to, pause the video now and go and grab a pencil and a piece of paper. So today we're going to be doing another screencast. A screencast is when you see me down here, although sometimes I can move around the screen. And I'm also going to be showing you some things on my computer. They might look a little different from what you're going to draw on your paper. So on your paper, I want you to use your pencil to draw a number bond. It's been a long time since we talked about number bonds, but this is a number bond. It's 3 circles. There's one on the top, and then there's 2 connected to it. And when we use a number bond for math, we usually put the big number in the top circle, and we put 2 smaller numbers, which are parts of the big number, below it. You can draw a couple number bonds on your paper if you want. We're going to be using them. I also want you to draw on your paper a tape diagram. Remember, a tape diagram has a big rectangle on the top and 2 smaller rectangles on the bottom. And it works just like a number bond. We put the whole number on top and 2 parts down here on the bottom. You can draw a couple of tape diagrams on your paper too. Press pause if you need to. And now, if you're ready, I'm going to show you a video. So today we're going to keep talking about teen numbers and different ways to represent teen numbers. Represent means draw or write or show that we understand what a teen number is. So the first video that we're going to watch is going to show us some different ways to represent teen numbers. I'm going to play this and make it big, and then I'm going to try to make my face disappear while you watch it. Here we go.
You have learned that a teen number has one group of 10 and some more ones. In this lesson, you will practice making and writing teen numbers. Kate saw some ladybugs on a leaf. How many ladybugs did she see? Let's count the ladybugs by ones to see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There are 14 ladybugs, counting by ones. Counting by ones can take a lot of time. Let's try counting a quicker way. If we look at the rows of ladybugs, we can see there are 5 in the first 2 rows. We can group these together and they look like the rows in a 10 frame. So let's move that 10 over to a 10 frame. That leaves 4 ladybugs on the leaf. We can move them over near the 10 frame as well. Now we can see one group of 10 and 4 more. One group of 10 and 4 more is 14. On a number path, we can see one group of 10. The 10 is written with a 1 and a 0, which means there is one group of 10 ones and 0 extra ones. Looking past the 10, we see 4 more ones, which means 14. 14 is written with a 1 and a 4, which means one group of 10 and 4 ones. One last model to help us see and understand teen numbers is a number bond. We can see 14 is made of 1 10 and 4 ones. Let's play a game to practice making teen numbers.
Okay, friends, I'm back. So I stopped that video so that we can practice a little bit what she just showed us. So on your paper where you drew a number bond, practice showing the number 14. So it should look just like the number she just showed us. Let me see if I can go back a little bit and show you. There we go. So we have 14 at the top, and a 10 and a 4. And you can think about that as looking like this. 14 is one 10 frame and 4 ones. 10 is one 10 frame and 4 is 4 ones. Got it? Now on your paper, draw another number bond. On your number bond, I want you to practice writing the number 17. 17. So what number is going to go in the circle up on top? And what number is going to go in the two circles on the bottom? Hold on, I'm showing you the wrong thing. There we go. Circle up on top and the two circles on the bottom. Pause the video and write your answer. What would a number bond look like for the number 17? Got it? Okay, show me your answer. Let's see, does it look like this one? Mine has a 17 at the top and a 7 and a 10 at the bottom. Doesn't matter which order it's in, it doesn't matter. If you wrote 10 over here and 7 over here, that's fine. We know that the big number 17 has two parts, a 7 and a 10, or a 10 and a 7. You ready to practice another one? Now, get one of the tape diagrams that you drew. And in your tape diagram, practice writing the number 19. 19. So 19 is the whole. What are the two parts? You can pause the video for a minute if you need to. Got it? Show me what you did. Does it look like this? I wrote 19 at the top, 9 at the bottom, and 10. Does it matter if you wrote 10 and 9? Doesn't matter. The order doesn't matter. But 19, the big number, is at the top, and 9 and 10 are at the bottom. So number bonds and tape diagrams can help us to represent teen numbers. If you want to, pause the video again and practice writing some other numbers. Try 13, try 12, try 18, try 16, any numbers you want. Write them on your paper and show someone in your family to see if you're getting the idea. Okay, now here's we're going to watch another video for you today. Now this video is really going to teach us about 10 frames. So let's really think about how are we going to show teen numbers using 10 frames. And that's going to be your assignment today in Seesaw. So here comes another video. This one is about using 10 frames to show teen numbers.
After a lesson one day on teen numbers, Kate thought, I wonder how many different ways I can think about a teen number. I know how to write them in numbers, but I wonder about other ways to show teen numbers. Kate started talking with Kareem. They both shared different ways they could show teen numbers. Kareem said, what about a 10 frame? Or as a 10 and 4 ones? Kate shared what she pictured, which was a number bond, a number sentence, and the number in words. They kept wondering if there were other ways to picture and show teen numbers. Mr. Patel heard Kate and Kareem talking. He suggested that the class play a game where students can match cards that show teen numbers in equal but different ways. After a lesson one day on
There, I'm back. We don't need to watch that again. I was drinking some coffee while I was watching the video. Can you see my coffee cup? Where the wild things are. Remember that book that we read and my Halloween costume when I dressed up like Max from Where the Wild Things Are? That was fun when we were all together for Halloween. Okay, so now we learned about how to use 10 frames to show teen numbers. And today I want you to practice using 10 frames to show teen numbers using Seesaw. So let's think about how are we going to get into Seesaw and how can you show me your work? So I'm going to show you how this works now. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to Clever. You all know how to do this already, right? I wanted to just show you while we're here, this is my teacher page. So you know to click on here where you see the little owl. It says Aesopco's page. That's our class. And we see all the different apps that we're using for our class up here. I wanted to show you, you might have noticed this already, that I added some new things to our page this week. The first thing is our YouTube channel. So if you go in here, you can go to Clever all by yourself. If you click on this one, it's always going to show you our YouTube channel, and it'll show you what's today's video and the video from yesterday. My face is all over this screen. So you can go and find the date and click on that video to watch your lesson every day, right? And you can get there from the Clever page. The other thing I added on here is a link for Mystery Science. And if you go on there, you're going to have to go down a little bit to where it says, let me make sure, this one is kindergarten. You see it says kindergarten lessons. We don't want that. We want first grade lessons. And if you go down here, you can watch a science lesson anytime you want. Look at this one is Were Dragons Ever Real? We watched that one already, right? There's one about how is syrup made? How were emojis created? Cool. And you can watch any of these lessons anytime you want. You don't have to wait until Thursday when I send you one. So that's Mystery Science. And the last thing I wanted to show you on here is a new link which says School Library. This is a web page that's going to show you all kinds of resources from the libraries, the school libraries and librarians that they've created for us. So it looks a little funny here, but if I go down, you'll see it says stories, cuentos, if you want to listen to a story in Spanish, projects, challenges, short films. There's even some little movies you can watch on there, and poems. And I just quickly want to show you what you can find here in stories. These are librarians from all different schools doing read-alouds for you. The very first one is Waiting is Not Easy. We know that one from Elephant and Piggy. But look who's next. Dragons Love Tacos by, who's reading that story? It's Miss Cecilia from our library. So if you go on here, you can see all the different librarians reading stories for you. And you can go on this webpage anytime. So I'm telling you again, if we are on our Clever page, get out of the way, Miss Anna. Okay, I'll go down here. If you are on your Clever page, next to all our apps that we use every day, you can also find our YouTube channel, Mystery Science, and the school library. Okay, but what I want to show you today is Seesaw. So you know to go to click on Seesaw, go to Activities, and when you get to Activities, today's activity is going to look like this. This is April 22nd, using 10 frames to make teen numbers. You see it there? So the directions are, I'll play the directions. I recorded them for you. Remember, they're always here in writing, but you can also play the directions to listen to them. This is the activity for Wednesday, April 22nd. It's called Using 10 Frames to Make Teen Numbers. First, tap the green Add button. Second, use the drawing tools to make circles or dots in the 10 frames to show the number. Third, use the text tool to write the number. Fourth, tap the microphone and talk about what patterns you noticed when you use 10 frames to make teen numbers. Fifth, tap the green check to share your work. Got it? So this is a little different from some of the Seesaw assignments we've done before because you're going to actually write on this page, just like it was a real piece of paper that we're writing on in the classroom. But instead, when you click on the green button that says Add Response, it's going to pop up and you get to use your Seesaw tools like drawing or using letters and numbers to write on it. Give it a try. It might be a little hard to color in those dots. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I want you to practice making a group of 10. Oh, look, now you can see it bigger. And some ones. And then in this box, you're going to write the number with the text tool. If that's too tricky, just draw it. You know how to draw numbers, right? When you're finished with your assignment, click the green check mark button so that you can send it to me. I'm really excited to see your work. Last thing, friends, since today is math day, I want to make sure you also know about the apps you can use to practice math. So you have Imagine Math and you have Dreambox. Both of them are super fun. They have games. When you go in there, you start playing the games. Some of you might be thinking, Miss Anna, I've been playing on these apps and the games are too easy for me. Give me a thumbs up if you've been thinking that. The games seem pretty easy. I want to tell you something about how these apps work. The more you play them, the harder the games get. So if you go in there and play the easy games and you get all the answers right, the computer's going to know, this kid is ready for some harder math. And they're going to start giving you harder and harder problems. So if you feel like it's too easy right now, please just keep doing it. Keep practicing, and the math will start getting harder, and it'll be exactly the new things that you need to be learning for first grade, okay? So tell me if you have any questions today. Remember, I'm always happy to help you or your grown-ups if you get stuck on any part of this. Practice doing your number bonds and your tape diagrams, but the most important part is to go to Seesaw and do your assignment with 10 frames today. Okay, have fun with your math, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.